somebody made a post online saying, Tilly, the lady that sang, that was the lead singer for the Defe Defe. Are you related to her? And when I was watching her on my ground show, I thought it was, I'm saying, any smallish person be asking me, any dark smallish person is Tilly. Why? I'm not related to her, but if I were, I would be so proud. Her voice, more charming. You see, it's not me. I love the song so much. Before I got hooked on it, but once I did, I couldn't go back. I just couldn't. I just couldn't. I loved it. Now, Ghana is swimming in good news. We'll talk about that, but there's this conversation that I want us to start with. There's this whole thing where Liwin says after the accident, he went for his premiere. Liwin received a lot of backlash. He wrote a press statement to address the issue and all of that, the death of the child, and how he addressed the issue, trying to also fix his certain image out there. Also became a topic of conversation. Someone like me, I didn't like that part of it, and he has released another statement saying that his trip and his premiere in Sunyani has been put on hold because they are sorting things out with the child's family and all of that, and he apologized that for people who felt his first statement was insensitive, and I appreciated it because Charlie, at some point, when a child dies or when somebody dies, it doesn't have to be a child. When somebody's life is snatched, nothing makes sense anymore. So I am glad he has put his priorities in perspective, and then things are going to be done. Anyways, whoever was injured too, we hope and pray for a speedy recovery for all of them and the team as well, and the parents there. Shedding pa and Nacee has responded. Nacee has responded to Brother Sammy. If you don't remember very well, Brother Sammy has been jabbing Nacee, and Nacee is on the board of TGM, which is why he has never been nominated. Nacee is that. They say, or can Nacee won some basa? Brother Sammy, Nacee was on an interview at OK, and he was asked if he has a beef with Nacee, because the way Nacee they talk about good. Nacee said he doesn't have any beef with anybody, not a gospel musician, not any other artist. But the thing is that Ankara is so empty barrels make the most noise. So, but Nacee didn't have to say anything. He didn't have to go and explain long things. All he said was, empty barrel make the most noise. So do with that information what you may. Do with that information what you may. We can be. I say do with that information what you may. And this is over to Brother Sammy and anyone who is watching. Over to you now. This Nacee conversation has evolved in so many ways. Nacee has been nominated for TGMA Artist of the Year, and prior to that, we've seen a certain excitement of the gospel fraternity whenever one of theirs has been nominated in the Artist of the Year category, how they all rally behind the artist, show their love, wanting to bring it back, because I know that they know that once a gospel artist wins the Artist of the Year, it raises the thing up for all of them. We saw them do that with Joe Metal, Diana Hamilton, PSA Esther, and we're hoping that now that Nacee has one of the biggest songs in the year, which is the Aseda, the rallying behind Nacee would also be exponential, but unfortunately it hasn't been like that. Now, whilst initially I used to blame the table of men, a part of me also feels that probably in previous times they were motivated to do what they were doing too, because in as much as they want the gospel fraternity, they have the gospel fraternity at heart, or they want every good thing to come to the gospel fraternity. Maybe they are also their rounds, their interviews, their movement, or whatever is also need to be motivated and appreciated. So if it's not done the right way, or it could just be that there's a deeper issue there that we don't know about, because the excitement and the enthusiasm they handled PSA Esther, which was the recent VGMA then, with pushing her question when we need Artist of the Year crowd, never, that kind of thing. We saw it, like we could feel it. It was palpable, and that was even a year where PSA Esther didn't have a big song like Nacee's Aseda. But at that time they were able to push agenda that was so crazy and so thick that you would think that PSA Esther was a better candidate over Black Sheriff in a year that Black Sheriff dominated the industry. So how come in this year Nacee has the project? I agree that it's not only on them, but once we have seen you do it for previous ones and we know that the well-being of the industry is on your heart, it's a check akra when we see that I said this one when you money, like it's too obvious same way you money. But whatever reason why you are not doing this for Nacee, I think that is what all of them, as of which me that like they all give different reasons. Frankie Five crowd with free move just say akuna lebu table that Charlie, table of men, it's the only men that are allowed there, because me, I really want a sit on this table, because I don't know why, I don't know what I can bring, but I really want to sit on this table. I love gospel, I want to support gospel artists, so if I can get it. But I could actually say kakra because sitting in the number community, I say. Ah, my goodness. Nonetheless, so you get it. So we've seen the year, and then now then the difference is too much. But maybe according to them, they cannot outdo the artist if he's not showing excitement and enthusiasm. But I've also gone through Nacee's timeline. In fact, ever since he was nominated, Nacee has been one of the people that's constantly posting, and I know he has other things to do, but that was when I was hoping the other gospel fraternity I have the year before we saw Celestine Donko and all those people coming out to show their support for this particular PSA Esther. And this moment, Obia say Omada, another artist I know they will do that to pay is Empress Gifty. Empress Gifty don't know. Or they have a shit table last year. Oh there. Yo. Now speaking about what's his name, about Nacee is going to have covered in London. He'll be gone on July, and the show is on the 20th of July. He has booked so many artists, including comedians, Foster Romanos and co. I'm quite excited, and I can't wait to see what he does with covered in London. Charlie, Nacee is a music institution, and I know that his music travels past the Ghanaian borders, and I can't wait to see the crowd he will pull out there as well. So big shout out to Nacee, and I can't wait. I really wish I was going with him actually to go and do content, but all the same, yeah. Akusika is about to happen. April Communication together with Image Bureau, they are about to stage Akusika, and it's this weekend, and it's going to be crazy. I know that Samuel Bedu, you have promised me that it will be dope. Haters like Socrates are watching, so we are waiting to see. But I mean, even if it's not honored, I know that a George Quay production will not fail, and I hear this is Nashoko's debut in directing, and so I can't wait to see what she does with this play. This play is in honor of Professor Martin Owusu, who was my professor in school, one of my closest. In fact, I was closer to him. He was the only professor I was close to in University of Ghana when I used to be in the acting thing. I was part of his productions, all of it, the all-night rehearsals, all of it, when his food, at the chopping food, everything, and I'm glad that this production didn't wait, or this production company didn't wait for him to die before they do something in honor of his memory. No, now that he's alive, he has to see that he is appreciated and the world is consuming his content. The story itself is a light story, but George Quay has promised that they have rewritten and that had added some 1 or 2 touches. So I can't wait to see this production anyway. So if you are coming, drop comment under the comments and let's see how we can link up and take some pictures over there. Now Doomsaw season is still ongoing, in as much as it has reduced exponentially. It's still ongoing, and Yvonne Nelson has finally gotten the red light to do her Doomsaw Must Stop vigil. It is being done next week, Saturday 8th June in front. It will start in front of University of Ghana, and then it will start at 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. So people be gallivanting for about 8 hours, yes, hoping that after they are done gallivanting, Doomsaw will stop. In a very good society, that should have been one of the means to tell government your problems, and then probably it will be fixed. But in this country where the leaders said that no soil is not there, how are you going to say that we are protesting or we are doing a vigil or a demo for something that the leaders claim does not exist? But all the same, I'm hoping that there is it is fruitful and not futile. So yeah, that's about it. Now Afronitaa and Abigail are the newest HS thing that we are talking about right now. They have qualified to the BGT finals, and it was an exciting moment. I've seen both Ghanaian blogs and Nigerian blogs and American blogs pushing. Those that know of her artistry, they are pushing and supporting. Now listen, prior to that, I saw a video of Afronitaa where she was really sad, and I think she was even crying that her mommy was not there with her. She really wanted her mommy there, and I don't know why her mommy has not been able to be there. The only thing I can say is that I think it's a visa problem. This thing has to be a visa problem, because why won't she be there? Afronita's career as we know it has always been with her mom. Her mom has been there all the way. So how come in the biggest moments for her mom is not there? Please, who is helping this lady? I know that GTA, I'm sure they would have done something, because these kind of things, they really go all out to support the creative. So please, the embassies, this thing is important to us. We need our girl to be in good shape and in good heart to probably bring this thing back home to us. So yeah, I think the mommy and the family should, anything that has to be done that will expedite their visa arrangement, because this one there, I don't think it's anything else but visa. But all the same, we are really glad that Afronitaa has qualified, and Abigail, they've qualified to the next stage, to the finals. I am very excited. It was such a tumultuous moment, tears on stage after how they thank God. It was a beautiful moment. Like, it was a really beautiful moment. And when they went, they shared these print fans to the judges, you know, trying to sell Africa, trying to sell Ghana. This is what we are talking about. And you see the music, Fuse, Antenna. I saw how Fuse was there to also support. I saw how the Ghanaian community, they were there to support and all of that. That is it. But I've also been thinking, why the Fuse song alone? I think that's also got to do with copyright issues. You know, most of our songs here in Ghana, because the Afronitaa and the Abigail, we know, like by now they are using some thick Ghana songs that they can do crazy moves, because you realize towards the end of this performance, their dancing wasn't as hot as we know them for, or as they began with, because then the song wasn't as hot. I am sure they were not able to clear the song, because these productions, you have to clear copyright issues. Ghana had a DDR grab, which ain't no. I'm sure that's why they keep playing the Fuse thing and the Aloleti and all of those kind of things. But I'm sure for the finals, where they can bring the cup home, they will did I say cup? Yeah, okay, let me say cup, because they will hold the cup. Where they will win, I'm sure they will do something very Ghanaian, authentic, solid. And I'm glad the support that they've gotten from the West African continent, they've gotten from the Ghanaians in the diaspora and all. We are really proud. Big shout out to Afronitaa and Abigail and all the fans there. All the Afronitaa fans, Charlie, your love is seen online, how you are supporting, how you are pushing, and I'm really glad. I know that the way she is going, the way they are going, if everything is equal, we might see it coming home to Ghana. So yeah, big shout out to all of them. So this has been Tea with the Talkative. Do subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon, and if there's anything you have to do it now. Haslucha.